What's up everybody, this is Brian coming to you from Auto Style. Sorry, it's been a while since my last video. I've been settling into my new temporary garage while my new one is being built. This garage actually is pretty awesome. I cannot complain about it at all. I even got floor drains in here, so I can really do my work that I need to do. At any rate, I'm not going to get into that. What I want to show is a video of this Corvette that we just completed a 7-year ceramic coating on. We also did a wheels off package on it. So it's like an additional package where we pull the wheels off of it and we coat the barrels, the inside barrels of the wheels, and also the brake calipers. So all that stuff that gets that really hot brake dust on it. So easy to clean once you coat that. It just wipes right off. Like I'm sure you guys have tried to clean brake dust off of your wheels. Sometimes it's very, very difficult. If it's coated, man, just whoosh, wipes right off. Basically, you're gonna see this done in steps. The first step obviously is the wash and prep, and then we do the coating on the paint. Then we do the glass, and then the plastics, and then the wheels. And then that coats the entire car. There's no chrome on this, so we didn't have to coat any chrome. But at any rate, this thing turned out really, really good. I'm excited to show you the video, and thanks for watching. All right, it's the next morning. Just looked over the coating on the paint, and I mean, it looks flawless. I mean, just looking at the sun coming in through the glass, boy. I'll do a full review once I'm all done. But for now, we're going to get to the coating. We're gonna coat all the plastics, headlights, taillights, things like that. And also we're going to coat the glass. That's actually probably the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to coat the glass. I'm going to show how I do that. And then lastly, we're going to do these brake calipers and also the wheels that are sitting right over there. So let's get to it. All right, it's time now to do the ceramic coating on the glass. I've already actually done the windshield and the back window, but I wanted to hold off on the doors and show you the whole process on the doors. And the reason why, this car is a frameless window. So notice when you open the door, there's no frame around it, there's no metal frame. A lot of modern cars are like this. Almost every two-door car is like this nowadays. But what you'll notice, watch when I shut the door. I'll try it again. Watch when I shut the door. All right, there we go. So you see now the window goes up inside this channel right here. Okay, so if I was to coat this right now, I'd have that top little bit above that channel, inside that channel there, that won't get coated. And if I do it with the door open, well, now I'm not going to have the bottom little bit down here that will be, this bottom bit won't be coated because now the door is open. So let me show a trick on how to handle this, and then also at the same time we're going to go ahead and I'll show you the process on how to coat it in the first place. All right, I'm going to try to do this in such a way to where you can watch me do this trick and watch the window move at the same time. Basically, this latch right here, normally it's on the door itself, but on this car, it's in the frame of the car. But anyway, this latch is what tells the car that the door is closed, and that way it can roll the window up. So we're gonna cheat it. We're gonna tell it that the door is closed by closing that latch, and then you saw how the window just rolled up. So I'll do it again. There you go, the window goes back up again. So what we're going to do is, with this latch tricked, we're going to coat it. That way the whole surface of the whole perimeter of the glass gets coated properly and no issues. So I like to use this water spot remover. It's very effective at not just removing water spots, but it removes everything. So we're talking bugs, like on a windshield, all the dirt, all the, even if, so what a big one for me is like, I've already coated the paint, right? What if I got a little bit of over on the glass on accident? This also removes that. So as long as the coating isn't completely cured, like, if you wait like 2 weeks before you do it. Anyway, this stuff is very, very good. So I go over all the windows first with this, and then I get to the next step. So here's how I do it. Is basically spray a little bit on the rag. Now this is pretty straightforward. I just use glass cleaner. Make sure it's ammonia free. You don't have to make sure it's ammonia free, but I always use it anyway because we also do window tint. You need ammonia free glass cleaner for window tint. But so I'm gonna do this in a two-step process. So you'll see this rag that I got, some microfiber, and you'll see you got a tight weave. Hopefully this will focus. And you've got a loose weave. Now the loose weave is designed to pick up dirt and stuff. So this would be like the first step. So this is what I'm gonna use for my first step. This is gonna pick up a majority of this film residue that's left over. And then I'm gonna go through it with the tight weave, and that's gonna make it super clean. All right, now that's it. I am also going to go ahead and do these mirrors. I'm not gonna hit it with the acid. I just don't know if it's really necessary to do those things that in depth. But I am still gonna clean it with both sides of this rag. All right, now it's time for the coating. First things first is I'm going to clean the inside of the glass here, because later on we're going to be putting a light up on here to check and make sure there's not any spots that we missed or whatever. And what I've noticed is a lot of times if you put a light on it, it's hard to tell if you've got a spot that's not leveled properly, or if it's just like dirt and stuff from the inside of the glass. I mean, it happens like every single car. So it's a good idea to go ahead and clean the inside. Use a fresh rag. Don't use this old one like I've been doing. This old one still got residue from the water spot remover. So that was messing me up. Use a fresh rag, make sure it's good and clean in there, and then we'll get to the next step. And you do not need a lot of this. Watch this. This is only just going to be a few drops. That's it. That's all we're using. As you can imagine, this goes a long way. So you're going to see when I apply it, I'm going to apply it in crosshatch pattern. All right, so first thing is I apply it up and down, then I get the whole frame surround, and then go the other direction. And that's basically kind of like a pre-level before you actually level it. So you don't have any like specific spots that are thicker than others. It just makes it a more even level when you go to level it. All right, now I can't stress this enough, and I'm sorry I won't be able to give you too much information on it, but this towel, this microfiber specifically, is the only one to use, in my opinion. I only know to get it from Ceramic Pro. I'm pretty sure they sell it on Amazon as well, through like a Ceramic Pro site. You can get it on their website as well. But these are leveling towels for ceramic coating, and I'm going to tell you, if you try to use a different one from another name brand, I've tried a million, they don't work as well. They leave a lot of lint, or they just don't pick up and level as well as this one. Go on their website, you'll see it. It's a gray one. They have black one. I think they have black and pink ones too. But this gray one is the one I use. This also works really well on the ion coating. This is the only one. This is the only one for the ion coating, believe me. But the ion coating typically would go on the paint. But this is a lot more forgiving than the ion, this glass coating. So I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, just the kind of you can tell where it's kind of real thick on there in spots. So we're just gonna kind of come through and level it with this towel. All right, one thing with ceramic coating is you're always checking the panels around it, the panel you're working on. So for example, this glass right here, we're checking around here on this plastic, making sure we don't have any extra residue that kind of got on there. All right, next step, I'm just going to check my work with this light. This is the same light I use on the paint to check level on the paint. I'm going to use the same thing. This is super duper bright. Love this thing. It finds flaws in the paint like you can't even believe. So if it looks good under here, you'll never know. It's going to look like $1 million outside. So. Okay, so the only thing I saw looked like a flaw on the top, but it just needed to be cleaned a little bit better on the top edge. But that's it, man. This is how you do all the glass. The next step I want to do is the plastic, but like for example, the plastic right here is basically touching the glass, and I don't want to kind of cross-contaminate with the ceramic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the plastic after I get back from lunch. But one thing I can do right now before lunch is I can go ahead and get these wheels cleaned, and I'll show you the process on that right now. All right, back from lunch. I am going to go ahead and get these wheels cleaned up and get them prepped and ready for the ceramic coating. But my next step after this, I'm just going to prep these wheels. My next step after this is I'm actually going to go ahead and do the plastics on there so that can be curing on the car. And then my last step will be the ceramic on these wheels, because I'm going to do the calipers at the same time. I think it's just going to be more efficient use of time to do it this way. We'll just get these cleaned for now and then coat them later after we coat the plastic. So let's go. For this, I'm just using soapy water and just a microfiber. This is pretty straightforward. I've already hit it, by the way, I hit it when I washed it. I hit it up with some wheel acid, and that does a really good job of getting all the brake dust off and stuff like that. And so now really it's just a matter of just cleaning it. But I'm gonna clean the face and I'm gonna clean the barrel. I've got this cool wheel tool that I can rotate the wheel, and that way I can make sure I got all the nooks and crannies. think knowing what I know now, I'm going to do the inner barrels first. This car's so new, I didn't expect this. But anyway, that goes to show how hot this brake dust can get. So anyway, I'm going to do the inner barrel first from now on, and then do the outside face. So anyway, you kind of get the idea. I'm still going to hit this whole inside up with soapy water again and neutralize that iron remover. But that's about it. We got to do this 4 times. Yay. Now it's time to work on the plastic, get the ceramic coating on the plastic. I'm going to first use some surface prep. This one's by Americana. And I'm gonna prep the surface of all the plastics that are about to get coated. That includes this. Already coated the spoiler, but basically anything plastic. I'm gonna prep it with this, and then we'll get on to the coating. All right, so now I'm about to put the coating on the plastics. Here we go. Plastic by Ceramic Pro. Once again, just like the glass, I prefer to use the small applicator pad, and again, the same microfiber to level it. So here we go. As you can see, I got the row of wheels behind me. I've already started on the inside barrels. What I'm using now is the wheel and caliper by Ceramic Pro. And the barrels are pretty straightforward. They're nice and flat. We're just gonna apply those with a pad, and honestly, you don't ever see them, and it's gonna look good enough when it's done. You don't even really need to level it. What you really need to make sure you have is a nice thick coating on there, so that the brake dust has no rim to stick to, that it's only got ceramic, and it's gonna not want to stick to that. So this is pretty straightforward, just, you know, not rocket surgery here. We're gonna apply it with a pad and just call it a day. Just a few drops. You never need a whole lot of ceramic coating like you might think. All right, and that's basically it. We're gonna let this sit here for a minute, and I'm gonna actually show you the really cool part about this wheel and caliper. This is the only stuff I know of that you can do this with, and it is so much better than traditional application with a pad. I'll show you that right now. Okay, so I'm going to apply the wheel and caliper to these brake calipers. Now these things are so intricate, it's not really advisable to use a pad and microfiber to apply it and to level it. This stuff here, this wheel and caliper by Ceramic Pro, is special in that you can apply it with a paint gun or an airbrush, and in this case it's a cordless airbrush. This thing cost me 35 bucks. The best money I've ever spent. But this is going to spray and get in all the details, and it's just like spraying a clear coat. I mean, you just spray it on and you just let it go. You don't level it or anything. You just don't want to put it on too thick where it's dripping, just like you wouldn't want to do that with a clear coat. So here we go. Okay, the types of thing that I'm looking for here with this light is I'm looking right here, like around this area. I'm not to touch the wheel, but around this area here, I'm looking to make sure there's even coverage, make sure it's not too thin or whatever. I want to make sure it's an even coating all the way around, and just in general overall I'm looking for that, making sure it's an even coating all the way around. I'm also making sure there is no dirt or anything major like that. I can see it, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, there's a little bit of texture there. That little bit I can see it's still even, it's not too light. That little bit sometimes can happen, and it ought to just level itself out after just a few minutes. That's pretty much it for the whole install. We've gone over the coating for the paint, we've gone over the coating for the glass, for the plastics, and now for the wheels and calipers. That's pretty much everything. So now it's just gonna have to cure. These wheels and calipers are gonna take overnight. So we're gonna let it sit again overnight, and tomorrow I'll put the wheels on and we'll go over the whole car. And I can tell you, it looks really good. So we'll see you in the AM. Walking in the morning of, after working on a car for a couple of days and seeing this. The wipers are up, the car looks like $1 million bucks, everything's secured. We just got to put these wheels on. All right, I'm excited to show you guys this reveal. I'm gonna dust it off real quick. It has been sitting for a couple of days on the painted surface. I'm gonna dust this off and then go around the car and show you everything. All right, guys, so it's pollen season, so forgive me if I didn't get all the pollen off. We are in full swing pollen season. But let's go ahead and take a look at this car, man, because I'm excited to reveal everything to you. All right, so we're gonna get right up on this thing and check out that shine. Just looking at the reflection of the lights from the ceiling. There's no sort of haloing. Everything is smooth, smooth, smooth. This is one of the things we're looking for when we're looking for imperfections, or if we're looking for, where it wasn't polished correctly. Look at that metallic flake. That pearl is popping. It's a green with a gold pearl. Try to do this without shadow. I don't know if I can get this angle right, but man, this thing looks so good. And we can't forget the wheels. Nice thick airbrushed coating. of the wheel and caliper on the wheels. Of course, you know, not only did we get the wheels, but we got the calipers as well. And this car is fully coated, head to toe. Man, this thing looks good. So, anyway, I know this is probably kind of a long video, but I just kind of wanted to show a lot of the step-by-step process, you know, to, you know, I guess how a real professional coating is done. Obviously, most of it is in the prep work, as you can tell by the video. And, you know, I just wanted to sort of highlight the things that we do here. You know, kind of know the professionalism. So, good enough ain't good enough here. It's got to be right. So, oh look, here's some pollen I didn't get. Good grief. That ain't good enough. All right, y'all. Well, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.